we got very. I mean, we do comedy, and we're from New Jersey. But like, if you know what North Jersey and South Jersey are like, it's a different planet. And so, you know, I'm out of South Jersey, repping Philly. She's out of North Jersey, headliner Broadway Comedy Club with a very successful show, The Divorce Diaries. And very much like an Indian couple, we were just forced together. We're like, you're doing a show and you're the headliner.
Yeah!
But we made it work. You guys were there November 18th. It was fucking awesome, right? And now Michelle and I are running the Broadway Comedy Club NYC on Clubhouse. So now, also the host of the Divorce Lunch Hour on Fridays, Michele Traina!
I'm still with the COVID, so I'm switching microphones.
Oh,
yeah! Love that. Woo. I don't even know. Honestly, hi guys, how are you? Okay, it's right here. You want me to leave it here? Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Okay, so I listen. I love. That is why I got divorced. Okay, I want to like reenact a Valentine's Day carol tonight. I want the ghost of my exes to show up. Yeah. Right? And I'm not going to be mad. I'm just going to be like, oh my gosh, you guys care. And then at the end, the Grim Reaper is going to point to my grave and say, this is why you die alone. And I can't help but think, are you single? He's tall, dark, and handsome. He doesn't have a ring. He doesn't have a finger, so how hard can it be to land this guy? You know what I mean, right? Well, a long time ago, I was like, I'm a happy person, and a long time ago, I was miserable. I know, I was married. So when I tell people I'm divorced, I get a mix of reactions, right? Like I get, like you just won the lottery. Oh my gosh, my husband's best friend Steve, he just got divorced. I should give him your number. How about I just give him your address? You guys should go out. He's 3 weeks sober. Yeah, winner, right? Or I get like spouses, right? They hear I'm divorced and they cling on to their husband. Well, we're going to Disney next month. Stop looking at her. Because Disney cures marriage. Right? Over here, Disney cures marriage, right? My ladies, my friends, over here. Marriage, divorce, Disney causes marriage? I don't know.
I'm with it.
I was hearing it, so I was like, I want to get in this action over here, right?
I'm with it. Disney
That's right.
anything, baby. I'm with it.
That's right. I've been feeling a lot of self-doubt lately. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. No, the man said no. Okay, that's good. Wow. You have a beautiful woman on your arm. I love it. I don't know if I've been feeling the self-doubt because I just turned 40 or if it's because I just turned 40.
You look good.
Boom. That's what they NYU degree pays. Alright, so let me get back to my jokes. Let me just tell you though, I really am a happy person, but lately I've been feeling down about myself. I'm like, what's going on? I find out this Mercury is in retrograde. Every time this planet is around some sort of Pluto-Jupiter thing, my life is in the toilet. My bank account's in overdraft. I'm crying in the fetal position because some guy that I dated 5 years ago is not returning my text message and he thinks we're married. And then I look in the mirror and I have like some big cystical acne popping up from my chin. Acne is the longest relationship I've ever had. Go away! Like, what is that? So, I don't know. I feel like my whole marriage, the explanation for that, because me and my ex-husband are opposites. Like, polar opposites, not that are good, but like, not salt and pepper. Sugar and gasoline. Like, keep away from children opposite, you know? So I blame Mercury. Like, we're the opposite. Like, I perform, he's an engineer. I talk, mumbles.
Yes.
He's an engineer. He puts houses together, but he can't put sentences together. Do you ever try co-parenting with a mumbler? Hey, great. Hey, can you pay for your half of the extracurricular activities? Can you come to the parent-teacher conference? I married Charlie Brown's mom. I grew up in an Italian Catholic household, so I love being Italian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're so neurotic, right? Like, and I was Catholic, so I woke up apologizing with the shits. Like, irritable bowel syndrome originated in the house that I woke up. We are so anxious. My mom is so anxious she gives Xanax anxiety. I'm telling you right now, like, if you think you can find, if you find something you can't worry about and you present it to my mother, she'll find something to worry about. Mom, do you like my manicure? Where did you go get it done? It was at that place in Montclair across from me at Rosalie's neighborhood. Nosy and Pat's cousin who used to go to school in Carrie and Krista because she got a fungus and had to have her arm amputated. I'm just saying, Michelle, if you have to have your arm amputated, who's going to watch your daughter? I'm working tomorrow night. My daughter was diagnosed with ADHD this year, or actually last year, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And I told my mom, and she's like, she probably caught that from her father. Mom, it's not lice, it's our genes. I say this because I am a reflection of my mother's a reflection of me. So when I find out my daughter has ADHD, I'm like, wait, so... And all my friends were like, oh, you're getting it now, Michelle, good job. And the thing is, like, I'm not your typical school mom. Okay, all the school moms are on these keto diets. I'm on a Vito diet, because Vito gives me half off at the corner store for mozzarella. And if I don't wear a bra, it's free. I'm on the outskirts at drop-off. I'm always on the outskirts, because usually I forget to wear one. And it's been so long, I've looked down here and taken care of it, you might as well think I'm wearing pants. This is a new one. Some of you, if you listen to this on Clubhouse, I've been working this new section out, but it's like, lately, this PTO, you know, the parent-teacher organization, or what I like to call the parents that ostracize. I felt that joke, right? They like to say, we're all inclusive. No, you're not. We just had Christmas, and I've gotten at least 5 different fundraisers in my inbox. The American Heart Association walk. If the student who donates the most gets to lead a warm-up. I'm not even kidding. This is what the email said. And I look at it and say, wait, I don't understand. Why can't I just go down to the American Heart Association, give them the money? What is this going towards for real? And it says, for student activities. I bring my daughter to public school. Do you know what the activity is? No. School! What? Yes, please. I'm like, and I feel it's like we either pay for the PSC&G or for this donation for the PTO. So, yeah, I've been having this. Okay, so I was a full-time teacher. Any teachers here? Okay, great. I went back to being a comic and an actor full-time. All right. I was a theater teacher, and I loved teaching theater. I loved kindergarten. That was my favorite age group because they put their finger in the eye, their ear, their mouth, and in their butt, and then they wipe it all over your face. And then you get cocksacky, and you have to call out for 3 days. Pre-pandemic, I loved that, right? Like now, who knows? You gotta always be coughing. You don't know what you're doing. You're going in. You're not going in. And let me tell you something. You can do anything to a kindergartner. You get so mad at them. Give you, right? You guys were talking during lunch. You are not getting recess. And then 5 minutes later, they'll see you in the hallway, and they'll be like, Miss Traina! Can I have a hug? Why can't the 45-year-old men that I date get that? I taught middle school too, middle school theater, and you're not allowed to say no to children in school. It's called positive reinforcement. Model the behavior you'd like to see. Well, I would like to see you not in school and I would slap your mother, but then I would get in trouble. So mean. So this one boy kept touching a girl. He was like, Chris, please keep your hands and feet to yourself. Chris, please keep your hands and feet to yourself.
Ew.
Chris, that's it, I'm writing you up. His response, write me up. Write me up. Imagine if you went to your boss and you just started saying, write me up. I teach kids with special needs and I date men with special needs. Yes, that's my tagline for Divorce Diaries, and all men, yes, they do. But some people think like they actually think you like physical disabilities, Michelle? No, they're like allergic to my commitment pheromones, you know? And when I first got divorced, I believed everything that a guy would say to me, you know? I was like, this is gonna be so great, I'm gonna really find the one. Oh, you're so amazing. Now, 6.5 years later, yo, my ex is crazy. What did you do to drive that woman to a mental illness? Because honestly, we all have it in us. It's this alarm. It's like the fire alarm at school. You know, you're not supposed to pull it unless there's an emergency. And they're right, but there's always that one kid. I want to pull the alarm. I want to see what happens. He's always got to pee too, that kid. I date that guy. And then when they, pull it, they're surprised that mass chaos has ensued. Why? I was just sleeping with her. It's just sex. For women, it's never just sex. When are you going to realize this? I don't care what we say to you. And lately I've been getting from some of my male friends, like, Michelle, you just like the bad guys. Listen, you know what you do. You come bearing gifts. You look at me and you say, oh, you're such a great mom. You're the whole package.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, because here's the thing. Oh, this is my favorite one. They look at you and they go, you listen. Newsflash, all women listen.
Negative.
Let me tell you. Oh, okay. Well, okay, maybe not every single one, like, my ex-husband's girlfriend's got to have a mute button on that one. But most of us, like, God did not put that mute button like he put it on for you, right? Because we have this thing within us, right? We have this empath, nurturing thing where all of a sudden you start telling us about your father who left your mother for her sister and married her in Puerto Rico, had 5 more children, ignored you, and that's why you have daddy issues, and that's why we have issues because you treat me the same way. We start, I can feel you, I can help, right? It's a big problem. And then, like this was my one friend, he said to me, she says, yeah, but Michelle, sometimes after you have sex with the guy, he loses interest, like he gets disinterested. I said, hold on a second. So you think women, after we sleep with you, don't get a tad disinterested? Every single man I've slept with, every single, I'm not blaming you guys, please. Every single man I've slept with, after the first time I get down on my knees, please Jesus, please let it be better the next time because I really feel like bladder cancer? Because they cause it in us. 1,001 HPV strands, and I have to get my daughter vaccinated at 9 because I don't want her to have a hysterectomy when she turns 30 because some boy at 15 is going to look at her and be like, "You're amazing." So when I first got divorced, I fell in love with this, like, I have a thing for Latin guys, like big, thick, burly Latin men from the street. like they choke me while we make love, but serenade me in Spanish, you know? I did the joke wrong, but so like this first guy was a big, thick Puerto Rican cop. Wow. This bleeds blue. Okay, that's gross. So he and I really connected with it, and all his friends were setting me up. They're like, "Michelle, this guy is really loyal." The second you hear loyal, a woman hears loyal, and this is what starts happening. Shh. Shh. No, I guess that doesn't work. I'm waxing. That's a new bit. Hang on to it because it's coming back later. So I have to fix that then. Maybe it's not waxing. So I hear loyal. He's a detective too. So his schedule is always shifting. You know. He's like, there's a stakeout. There's a stabbing. There's a steak. So he was working, right? So then, like, of course, when I would be working, that is when he would text me, "What are you doing?" And of course, that's the day that I would be working. So I'd call out sick. I'd find a sub to cover all my dance classes. I'd beg my mom to watch my daughter and lie to her because if I told her I had a date with a cop, she'd be like, "Is he married?" Because most cops are married and they lie. What neighborhood does he live in? That's a bad neighborhood, Michelle. You better take a contraceptive because you can't get pregnant. You still get pregnant at 40. You know that, Michelle. I can't take care of another baby. I know that I have to be free because if I'm not going to see him for another month because there's going to be another stakeout stabbing somewhere in Outback Steakhouse. And he's going to get distracted. He's going to get distracted by a shiny object in the road or his fantasy football team that went to the playoffs. And our relationship will be in the gutter because I didn't make myself available on the night that he asked me, "What are you doing?" Anybody else go to those lengths? Yeah! How much time do I have? Because I have another bit. Okay, good. So then, like, I know because I have this whole thing with this next guy too that comes next. But this guy, he kept canceling on me too, like last minute. And each time it would get more weird. Like the first time it was, I was almost out the door. He texted me, he's like, "Yo, I gotta drive my mom to Philly." And I didn't get it. I was like, "Oh, great, are we having dinner in Philly? Where's she get dropped off?" She's like, "Yo, that's my mom's." Anytime you meet a man in his 40s and he uses mom in plural, run. Yeah, I take the red flags and decorate for Valentine's Day. So then the next time it gets worse, I don't even find out in text message. He posts on Facebook, his dog died. And so again, I didn't get it. I was like, "So does this mean Panera at 1 instead of noon?" "Y'all gotta drive my dog to Philly." Your dog's dead. Dig a hole in the backyard and let's get some croissant coffee. So then the third time it was like, I'm 100% telling you this is real excuses he used. This is the beauty of it. And I invited him tonight. He's like, "Yo, you're gonna put me in the act." I'm like, "Yes, that's why I would like you to come." So then the third time he goes, "Yo, my niece tried to commit suicide. You gotta drive her to Philly." So I said, "Well, good news. She tried and was not successful. So, and Applebee's has an opening at 8. So everybody's like, Michelle, he has a girlfriend or wife in Philly. Stop talking to him." So I said, you know what? I do what any teacher's gonna do. I don't want to give up on my student. That sounds weird, because no, I know. Okay, I didn't take this. So he was from the street, like a big, thick guy, and I was like, well, how can I get through to a cop from the street? I wrote him a persuasive essay and I delivered it to his house unannounced. I did do this. Just remember, we're still talking and no one was arrested. So I bring it to his house and I get like really heated with him and he was refusing to take the letter. He's like, yo, you crazy. So, the alarm. So I smacked him. He's like, yo, you just hit a cop. And I was like, no, my ADHD did.
Yeah!
Okay, so then he's like, what do you have to say for yourself? And I was like, wrap me up. Wrap me up. One more. Okay. So, the last guy that I was with, he was not my typical like guy. He was short, bald, tiny guy, like a little cue ball. But he was Cuban. So the second I heard his accent, Michele, and he had this divorce podcast. He's like, Michele, what you're doing for the divorce community. I stopped listening. I was like, it had been so long that I needed to use the chainsaw first before the wax. I appreciate you. I don't know if that's really funny or just gross. Right. So, but you get I was turned on, so I figured let's take out the chainsaw, see what we're working with down there.
Yeah!
Jesus Christ. So we become friends, and the thing is, he's a Hollywood producer, and his big thing is, he used to say this to me, he's like, my unique trait in Hollywood is my integrity. I'm serious. He says this on his profile. And so I of course have the empath spidey sense kicking in. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna marry you. And so I sleep with him, and he doesn't talk to me again. But here's the problem. Women, we know this. Men, you know that we listen and we remember. So I found him, and I was like, you're a liar. You're a user. And he's like, stop playing the victim. I was like, well, I can play the murderer. He's like, this is why you're single. Everyone's like, take the high road. I was like, I'm Sicilian. The only road I take is belief beneath the knees. So I take a deep breath. I'm like, listen, you Cuban golem. The only integrity you had was your hair, and like your wife, it left. Your integrity is like gold, the kind of gold you buy in a corner jewelry store in a strip mall in Newark, New Jersey. I slept with you, and now I have a green ring around my vagina. The only movie you should be producing is a remake of The Wizard of Oz so you can play the mayor of Munchkinland. Go find the Lollipop Guild to find out how you get to the center of a woman's clit, and it's not by biting it. We represent the men I shouldn't date, the men I shouldn't date, the men I shouldn't date, and in the name of the men I shouldn't date, we welcome you to 3 months of an antidepressant.